habitat. See, we can't conceive of the problems that we could get into because they just haven't surfaced. I suppose you could worry about not producing enough product in a smaller amount of workspace, but that's not proven the case. We are making more product in smaller space than we did in the larger space. Our downside, we just haven't run across any problem.
I think the most important benefits that we've accomplished with Just-in-Time to date, as you know, Just-in-Time is an ever-improving process, and we've got still a long way to go. But we've seen tremendous reductions in lead times, percentages in excess of 60-70%. Fantastic reductions in floor space utilization. Again, high percentages, 60, 70, 80% reduction. I guess probably the most important thing is throughput from the raw material inventory to the customer. The product on the floor today is identified to the customer. And I keep emphasizing that because that's such an important thing that is now realizable. You are actually making a product for a customer. You can recognize that. The people on the floor can recognize that.
I believe you can set that goal and work together, and you know you're going to be here. You're going to be able to retire from here. 2 years ago, I wouldn't have thought I'd ever retire from this place, but I feel good about it now, and I believe that I'll be here when I'm 65 to be able to retire.
My advice to people who are investigating implementation of Just-in-Time is if you want to be here 5 years from today, you better not wait any longer, because I don't believe you can be competitive without a Just-in-Time scheme of things.
I just want to close with a story. I talked a lot about creativity. I talked a lot about brainstorming. A while back in Poland, with all the turmoil that there's been, there certainly with the Solidarity movement and Russian, the fear about Russian involvement back. It turns out that there was a rail car with 4 people on it, 4 passengers on this rail car, and it's going down the track. And on this car was a Solidarity member, and there was also a Russian military advisor in the car, and an old Polish peasant woman, and a young, beautiful Polish woman. And the car is going down the track, and it goes into a dark tunnel, and the car is completely black. You can't see anything. And there's a sound of a loud kiss, and the train comes out of the tunnel, and the Russian officer's holding his face. He's kind of a little blood dripping from his nose. And the old woman is thinking, well, that's good. You know, he kissed her. He kissed that young woman, and she hit him. I'm glad. And the young woman is thinking, that is really odd. What would that Russian military officer see in that old woman? And the Russian military officer is sitting there thinking, what a smart Solidarity member he is. He kisses the girl, and she hits me. And the Solidarity member is thinking, what a smart Solidarity member I am. I kiss the back of my hand, hit the Russian officer in the face, and nobody says a word. That to me is creativity. It's taking a situation, applying very creative thoughts and solving a problem, accomplishing something. And that's really what we've talked about today. We've talked about a lot of things, and it can be done. I guess the lesson is that JIT can be done fast. You can do it. You can start it now, and you can have fun in the process. Fun in the process. Fun in the process. Thank you.